Once again, it's the time of year when the deals are not flying at us with the usual vigor. As a result, we may telegraph anxiety and dread when an opportunity does finally present itself. This is obviously not conducive to production. Why is this happening? It's usually because we have been sitting around, immersed in our own thoughts a little too much, and maybe we have even been online burning up the credit card. It happens. As has been said, idle hands are the devil's workshop. Let's wrap the party up, pay the band, and move forward. What do we do next? Perhaps we might invest a little less in material things and a little more in ourselves. When is the last time we visited our friends in the service department? Remember those colleagues? Many of our technicians are mechanical geniuses. Have we become comfortable visiting these wrench-turning gurus? Hopefully. If so, we have probably learned incredibly helpful information regarding all things mechanical and electrical, yet it is likely we have only scratched the surface. It is a near certainty that we have far more to learn. Let's seek to gain additional knowledge so that we may continue to uphold our obligation of educating our guests. Knowing what's at stake regarding the exposure that accompanies the ownership of modern vehicles will always be valuable. We will certainly be better equipped to do so with more familiarization to the pertinent facts. Remember though, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and around 35% of our guests are visual learners. Information relayed to our guests won't stick as well if it's only communicated verbally. Let's bring our phone with us to the shop and take lots of photos. Uploading these photos to our desktops so that we may show our guests is incredibly helpful to getting the point across. What about our friends in the parts department? While our technicians can certainly demonstrate how to fix things, that is only half of the equation. Our techs may not be as familiar with all the costs related to the associated pieces and components required to make things right. Our parts colleagues will help us understand this half of the equation. Parts prices have skyrocketed, and these lofty sums have a massive effect upon staggeringly high repair bills. Then we also have access to our service riders. Let's ask our friends on the service drive which message they would prefer to deliver. A, folks, I've got bad news. It's going to cost $3,927 to get you back on the road safely. Or B, folks, I've got bad news and really great news. First, the bad news. It's going to cost $3,927 to get you back on the road safely. The really great news is someone else is going to pay for all of that drama to go away since you took advantage of all of the shelter provided for by your vehicle's service contract. Our service riders can easily confirm that, given the opportunity, they would be delighted to always deliver the really great news immediately following the bad. When our service riders are only able to relay the bad news, it is not a good day for anyone involved. Our riders will even be able to relay stories of the financial hardship experienced by our guests when these things occur, as well as the associated documentation to authenticate the stratospheric costs involved. We may also invest a little time with our friends in sales. Ideas we share with the salespeople, which enhance their success, pay us obvious dividends in the form of additional opportunities. There are so many ideas we might share. Perhaps we might also ask our salespeople to consider the likelihood that their guests will become long-term consumers of their products when the guests have a wonderful ownership experience. Let's ask our salespeople to consider the likelihood that their guests will return for their future transportation needs when they don't experience expensive surprises. To get the point across, let's ask our salespeople, how comfortable will it be for you to have a chance encounter with your guests in the service waiting area? We will go on to explain that perhaps their guests are experiencing a mid-grade to major repair issues. Mary and Mike, for example, took advantage of the protections we have available in the business office. John and Susie did not. With whom should our salespeople expect to be doing future business? From whom should they expect a phone call? Inspiration for this month's training tip came from Pam B. Thanks, Pam. Think about it. Good luck and good selling.